9 worst foods and drinks to avoid with arthritis. Arthritis is a common condition that causes chronic pain and inflammation in one or more joints and can spread to other parts of the body. People living with arthritis often have swelling and stiffness in places like their hands, knees, ankles, and hips. This stiffness can sometimes impact daily activities. Arthritis affects people of all ages, including children. There are over 100 types of arthritis, but osteoarthritis is the most common. Other types include rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, fibromyalgia, and gout. They all involve some degree of inflammation. If you have arthritis, making the right dietary choices can not only help manage your symptoms, but also reduce the risk of complications, help boost your overall well-being, and improve your quality of life. In today's video, we are learning about 9 worst foods and beverages to avoid if you have arthritis. If you find the video informative and helpful, like and share it with your loved ones to protect their health. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell to stay updated on new videos. Let's start with number 1. Sugar and certain sugar alternatives. Researchers have found that eating excess sugar causes the body to produce more cytokine, which are inflammatory proteins. People with arthritis already have high levels of cytokine, so increasing inflammation can make them feel worse. In contrast, a 2018 study found that people with arthritis who consumed a higher quality diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and fish had lower inflammation and disease levels. Eating a lot of added sugars has been linked to obesity, insulin resistance, diabetes, fatty liver disease, cancer, and chronic kidney disease. Everyone can benefit from limiting their sugar intake, and especially if they have arthritis. Added sugars are found in candy, chocolate, baked goods like cakes, biscuits, buns and pastries, granola, protein bars, breakfast cereals, ice cream, and numerous other foods, including barbecue sauce, salad dressings, pre-made soup, and ketchup. Cutting back on regular sugar may lead people to seek out foods made with sugar alternatives, such as aspartame and sucralose, when a sweet tooth hits. However, some people are sensitive to these substances, which can cause an inflammatory response from the body. Sugar alternatives are often found in diet sodas, gum, sugar-free candy, and low-fat yogurt and pudding. To cut back on sugar, you should eat more whole foods, which haven't been processed or refined, and are also free of additives and other artificial substances such as whole fruits, legumes, whole grains, vegetables, fish, and eggs. Always check the ingredient list whenever you shop for sugar and its alternatives. Sugar is labeled many ways in food items. In addition to sugar, watch out for corn syrup, fructose, sucrose, or maltose in ingredient lists. 2. Soda and other sugar-sweetened drinks. Sugary beverages include sodas, sports and energy drinks, fruit juices, chocolate milk, flavored coffee, iced tea, and hot chocolate. When it comes to ranking beverages best for our health, sugary drinks fall at the bottom of the list because they provide so many calories and virtually no other nutrients. Routinely drinking these sugar-loaded beverages can not only increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, other chronic diseases, and even cancer, but may also significantly increase your risk of arthritis and worsen arthritis symptoms. In a study in 1,209 adults ages 20 to 30, those who drank sugar-sweetened beverages 5 times per week or more were 3 times likelier to have arthritis than those who consumed few to no sugar-sweetened drinks. Drinks containing sugar or fructose also lead to an increase in uric acid levels, which can worsen gout and may make you more likely to have gout. Sodas and other sweetened drinks contain sugar, aspartame, and phosphoric acid, which can also affect the body's ability to absorb calcium, which is necessary for bone health. Everyone can benefit from cutting back on sugary drink intake, and especially if you have arthritis, eliminating them from your diet will stop it from getting worse. 3. Processed and red meats. Some research links red meat and processed meats to inflammation, which may increase arthritis symptoms. Studies show that people who eat a lot of processed and red meats may have higher levels of interleukin-6, C-reactive protein, and homocysteine. These are markers of inflammation. Processed and red meats are very high in saturated fats and sodium, which cause high cholesterol and inflammation, and worsen symptoms of arthritis. In addition, red meats and processed meats contain high levels of advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, that stimulate inflammation, particularly when they are cooked with dry heat or high temperatures, such as during barbecuing, grilling, roasting, baking, frying, sautéing, broiling, and toasting. Dietary advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, are molecules created through reactions between sugars and proteins or fats. They exist naturally in uncooked animal foods, and are formed through certain cooking methods. High levels of AGEs have been linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, Alzheimer's, diabetes, heart disease, renal failure, and even cancer. Also, processed and red meats and organ meats are high in purines, substances in foods that the body converts to uric acid. Uric acid can build up in the bloodstream, causing a gout attack. These foods are the worst offenders when it comes to gout as well as other types of arthritis. To improve arthritis symptoms, you may want to limit processed and red meats as much as you can, and replace them with white meats like chicken, turkey, fish, seafood, eggs, beans, and legumes. 4. Too much omega-6 fats. Diets high in omega-6 fats and low in omega-3 fats may worsen symptoms of joint pain, which is common with osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. These fats are necessary for health, and omega-6 fats aren't especially bad, and shouldn't be avoided, but you don't want them to dominate your intake. Because excess consumption of omega-6 fats can trigger the body to produce pro-inflammatory chemicals, which leads to worsen arthritis symptoms. Omega-6 acids are high in margarines, vegetable shortening, and cooking oils such as corn, safflower and sunflower, which are used in processed and convenience foods and restaurant foods. Whereas, omega-3 fatty acids, which are anti-inflammatory powerhouses, are present in olive oil, oily fish, seeds, and nuts. Ensuring a balance between these types of fats may improve arthritis symptoms. To limit overconsuming omega-6 fatty acids, make a point to get in good sources of omega-3 fatty acids each week by eating fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, as well as walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. And start looking at the oils you cook with or consume. Oils contain a mix of fatty acids, so the secret is choosing ones that have a higher proportion of omega-3 fats, like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, walnut oil, flax oil, peanut oil, corn oil, and canola oil. 5. Trans fats. Trans fats are created through an industrial process that adds hydrogen to vegetable oil to give processed foods a longer shelf life. This type of fat can be harmful because it reduces good cholesterol, increases bad cholesterol, and raises inflammation levels in the body, which are linked to worsening arthritis symptoms and increasing the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. But a 2021 study published in Frontiers in Immunology suggests that trans fats are even more harmful to the body than the saturated fat found in butter and red meat. To limit trans fats, steer clear of trans fats by avoiding foods that have hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils listed in the ingredient list. They're sometimes found in margarine, snack foods, and processed desserts. Fried foods and fast food can also be sources of trans fats, so aim to choose those less often. 6. Fried foods. In addition to being high in fat and calories, fried foods like French fries, mozzarella sticks, donuts, and egg rolls may also increase levels of inflammation in the body. This is because certain high-heat cooking methods, including frying, can increase the production of harmful compounds like advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which can drive inflammation in people with arthritis and contribute to chronic disease. Frying may also increase the amount of trans fats and omega-6 acids in cooking oils, which can also promote inflammation. Some research suggests that fried foods can influence the composition of the gut microbiome, which could increase levels of inflammation. Additionally, other studies have found that fried food consumption may be associated with an increased risk of developing and dying from heart disease. 7. Gluten-containing foods. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. It provides elasticity, allows bread to rise, and gives foods a chewy texture. Although gluten is not a problem for most people, some may not tolerate it well. For people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, consuming gluten can trigger joint pain and other related symptoms. And they tend to have a higher risk of rheumatoid arthritis than those without celiac disease. Some research has suggested that a gluten-free diet might reduce disease activity, improve inflammation, and also benefit people with arthritis. There are plenty of nutritious gluten-free grains available such as brown rice, sorghum, quinoa, oats, buckwheat, amaranth, and corn. 8. Foods high in salt. Cutting back on salt may be good for people with arthritis. Research has suggested that a high salt or sodium intake may be a risk factor for autoimmune diseases like inflammatory arthritis in people. It may also worsen rheumatoid arthritis symptoms. Eating too much sodium causes your cells to retain water and swell. This leads to an inflammatory reaction, which can contribute to joint damage. High sodium consumption can also increase blood pressure and raise a person's risk of developing other chronic conditions, such as cardiovascular and kidney disease, heart failure, and stroke. To limit salt consumption, people should keep their sodium intake below 2,300 milligrams, about 1 teaspoon of salt, per day. And cut down on foods high in salt, such as shrimp, canned soup, pizza, certain cheeses, processed meats, and numerous other processed items. 9. Nightshade vegetables. Nightshades are a group of vegetables that contain the compound solanine, including tomatoes, bell peppers, chili peppers, eggplant, and potatoes. Some research suggests that solanine-containing vegetables may interfere with the gut microbiota and indirectly increase inflammation. However, the Arthritis Foundation advises that people who suspect nightshades may exacerbate symptoms exclude them from their diet for a couple of weeks, then reintroduce them one at a time. Keeping a food diary may help a person keep track of any reactions they have to a specific food. If any nightshades trigger symptoms upon reintroduction, they should exclude these vegetables from their diet. There you have it, the top 9 worst foods and drinks for arthritis. Remember that a balanced diet that provides a range of antioxidants and other nutrients is most likely beneficial for anyone with arthritis. This means a focus on fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and healthy oils, such as olive oil. I hope you find the video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a healthy and happy day.